Parents have a profound influence on their children's work ethic by modeling good work habits and instilling positive values. Parents can help their children develop the skills and attitudes necessary for success in life. Hello, this is Rosa, the founder of Teaching for Success. Today, we're diving into a crucial subject, how parents can model work ethics for their children. But first of all, we want to find out, what is a work ethic? A work ethic is a personal set of values that determines a person's attitude towards their work. A person with a strong work ethic is highly motivated and productive. Examples of work ethic in the workplace include taking initiative, managing your time well, adhering to work policies, being honest, being open, communicating well, prioritizing or effectively prioritizing your customer or client's needs, but not over your own well-being, following professional dress code, arriving to work on time, respecting colleagues, respecting clients, and many such things. The benefits of good work ethics include productivity, teamwork, a respectful environment, disciplined workers, committed workers with good time management skills, work-life balance, and good performance. We know that parents serve as role models and play various crucial roles in their child's life. So we will be offering parents in this episode several tips for instilling a good work ethic in children, including starting chores at a young age and modeling hard work, making work fun and routine. Who needs to do boring work? Giving praise where it's due and it's earned, treating school like a job, encouraging volunteering, and creating a healthy life-work balance to help your child become productive and a self-reliant adult. Now, parents have a profound influence on their children's work ethic, and by modeling good work habits and instilling positive values, parents can help their children develop the skills and attitudes necessary for success in life. As with most things in life, the example that we as parents set for our children is one that is imitated by our children. Fathers tend to be the biggest influence of their sons, and moms their daughters. That is why it's important that if there is no mom in a home or dad, father or mother figures should be involved in children's lives. Even teenagers who we think don't listen to us and we no longer have influence over them, and young adults, they are watching us every single minute to see if our actions match our words. Therefore, if we want our children to have a healthy work ethic, we have to first model a strong work ethic for them. This means we need to always model doing our best, do what we commit to do, and be consistent in showing up at work time with a good attitude, in not coming back home and complaining and whining about your boss and how you're unhappy with your job and things like that. Talk to your children about the positive things of work, how challenging work is, yes, but how did you problem solve at work? We can also teach a strong work ethic by giving our kids chores from an early age as part of their role in the family. Even if you have a house help, growing up, my mother always insisted that I work alongside the house help. If the house help was cleaning, I was cleaning. The house help was cooking, I was helping to cook. If the house help was laying the table, I was doing that. If what we call the chamber boy, I don't know what they call them today, but if the gardener was cutting the grass, my brothers would be out there with them doing the same. Children should be given age-appropriate and increasingly more challenging work resulting in them learning how to accomplish different tasks. It all starts at home. If they can't do it at home, they won't do it in the workforce. Okay? Use powerful positive rewards as incentives when they fulfill their jobs, and negative consequences when they don't conform. Continue to give your children increasingly more responsible tasks as they grow older. The goal is to teach them how to work. They are going to have to work for most of their lives anyway. So when we are adept and know how to succeed at something, we tend to enjoy it much more when we can do it better. The earlier you teach your children the principles that can help them to be successful at a career, not by just talking to them about it, by modeling it to them. That's why you need to get home at a time that your kids are awake, or make time on the weekend to spend time with them, because they need to see it in your life. Kids who learn a good work ethic grow up to be healthier, happier in life than their less prepared counterparts. So the role of working parents in focusing on their children is multifaceted and crucial for the overall well-being and development of the child. While juggling work responsibilities, working parents play several key roles in their child's life. One, as provider. Okay, working parents fulfill the role of providing their child's basic needs. So this is going to teach a child that in order to have food to eat, clothes to wear, and a roof over my head, I need to work. And I'm not just going to sit around expecting my parent to do all their working. Life can throw you a curveball. Unfortunately for me, growing up as a young person, my mother passed away at a young age. But thankfully, she taught me good work ethics. And that's what has helped me to become a successful adult. Okay, so this helps children know that working is the key to meeting our physical and material needs. Striking a balance also between career and family life can be challenging, but it's important to teach your children that a life-work balance involves meeting the demands not just of your work, but of your home. You have to be able to balance things. Sometimes as an educator, I have kids telling me, I didn't do the homework because we had to go out, we had a party, we had to go to visit family, but I remind them, first get your work done. Wake up earlier, get it done right after school so that you'll have time to be able to go to your game and play sports, or do it afterwards. We need to balance. And this teaches children as well to balance their lives, to balance their homework and their leisure time. Okay? So, as parents, we are responsible for offering also emotional support and a nurturing environment for our children. If we are never home, if we come home when our children are asleep, if our children are brought up by house helps, how are we going to offer them emotional support? How are we going to offer them nurturing environment? Nurturing environment are not just gadgets and devices and technologies and video games and television. As parents, it's important that we serve as role models for our children as they observe our work ethic, as they learn how to be problem solvers, how to handle challenges of life. Parents need to make time to communicate as well effectively with their children, engaging in open conversations about many topics, not hello, how was school, how much homework do you have? We have to include conversation about their emotions, how they're doing, how they're feeling, about their friends, about life in general, about their hopes, their goals, not just educational goals. Okay, we have to be able to foster trust and understanding within our parent-child relationships. Working parents also play a pivotal role in instilling values, ethics, and discipline in our children, setting boundaries, teaching right from wrong. Okay? Thinking children just naturally grow up demonstrating perseverance and self-discipline or good frustration tolerance is unrealistic. They are watching us. These character traits are learned, and they're learned from parents. To enable your child to develop a good work ethic and the ability to tough it out when things get difficult, there are a number of things that we can do to help them. It's so much easier to introduce good habits when kids are young and break bad habits when they are younger than when they are young adults. When teaching young children to work, you'll find they'll typically need a lot of practice. So provide them with opportunities for practice. Do chores alongside with them. Don't just tell them, go and do this, go and do that. They need to see you doing it yourself as well. Okay? Model hard work in front of them. Don't just tell them what to do. Remember, more is caught than taught. More is caught than taught. You can't expect your child to work hard if he or she doesn't see you working hard. So be a good role model. Show pride in your accomplishments. Let your children know what's going well with you at work. Children or at home. Children are always watching and always listening. Don't be, always grumbling and complaining. Make work fun as well for children. And routine. Put upbeat music. That's another strategy. When they're making their beds, when they're doing chores, allow them to play some nice, loud, upbeat music as they do their chores to make it fun for them. Kids love to work when you make it fun. Okay? So, if, for example, a child needs to know that they have to make their bed before breakfast in the morning, it becomes much less of a fight to do it if it's fun to do it, if they're doing it to music. So instead of being a casual happening, work becomes an expectation rather than a chore. Praise them when they've done good things. Don't focus always on pointing out the things that they are not doing well. Encouragement goes a long way for kids. Your words of praise will help build your child up. I grew up in a generation where, at least in my household, it was quite critical. You're not doing this, you should be like that, you're not like so-and-so, you should be like that. And that's not good. A balance in all things. Another strategy is to teach your children to treat school like a job. That's their job. Your job is to go to work, their job is to go to school. The way they dress, the way they carry themselves, the way they speak, the way they interact, help them to have that mindset that when you're going to school, think of it like you're an adult going to work. It's very easy for teachers because I say to my students, we as teachers, you always have a whole ton of work, you have a whole ton of homework. So our jobs are literally like being in school again. Okay? So school work and homework are a big part of the foundation of a good work ethic. The teacher is the boss, and your child's job is to keep up with their schoolwork and do their best with encouragement from you. School offers a huge opportunity to develop a work ethic. Perhaps your children don't enjoy doing their homework, but they should do it without a fight. I always tell my students when they say, I don't feel like it, I'm tired, I'm like, I'm tired too. I would rather be at home watching my favorite show on television, eating my cereal and milk with lots of sugar, but I have to come to work, and I have a job to do. There are days that I don't feel like being here, but I have to be here and I have to do my job. That's the way life is, and that's what we need to teach our children. Okay? So, we need to make sure that we are good examples for our children. Don't use bribes. When your child is lazing around rather than getting their chores done, hold back your frustration and don't bribe. Maybe that's why we're living in a society where people live by bribery, because that's how a lot of people must have been brought up. They were bribed by parents. I'll give you this if you do this. Okay? Telling your child, if you finish within 30 minutes, we'll go and do that, will only make them work for the end result. Okay? Including school. I'll buy you this if you get an A. No. Instead of bribing our children, talk to them about the importance of hard work. Okay? We need to pick up the toys so that no one trips over. We need to work hard and get a good job so that you can support yourself and your family. Encourage, lastly, volunteering. That is something that a lot of parents do not do. They complain, my child has no job after school. When they finish P7, they have a long vacation, or they finish S6 or S4. My dear parents, get your children volunteering, okay? Get them volunteering. It doesn't have to be in an office, okay? It doesn't have to be. Get them out there in the community, helping and supporting ordinary people, elderly people, sick people, right? Helping other children with their homework in the neighborhood. There is so much people can do. Teach your children to make a difference without expecting pay for everything. And that's the kind of society we are in today. No one will do anything to help another person. It's always what's in it for me. And that is completely wrong. That is not acceptable. So I hope that you've learned some things from this episode that you can glean from and use to create a strong work ethic in your child. I hope you found this discussion on parents modeling work ethics for your children insightful and practical. Remember, the example you set as a parent can shape your child's future success. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, leave a review, and share it with other parents who might benefit or other educators. We'll be back with another great topic about work ethic in school communities in our next episode. Until then, take care and keep parenting for success as we teach for success.